There is no other, but there are some jobs that don't require, a lot of schooling.
Yeah, school. Yeah, that's right. So you think the education? I agree with you. Education as investment. I agree. But some of the students actually must learn the skill.
Yes, true. Yes, that's what I mean as well.
Skill is very important
Yeah.
compared with the school curriculum in this nowadays. But skill will determine where the student will be. For example, I have a student long time ago. His name his name is John, and John was very good in math, and John was very good in physics, and was good in English. And I talked to his mom. If you have much money, you should send your son to the aviation academy so your son can be a pilot. And one day you will get a good income from your learning in aviation industry. And she sent her son to the pilot academy and her son now to be a pilot. The last time
Uh-huh.
when I met him, okay, and then he said to me, what you talk to me is true. Yes, of course it's true because education as investment, if you do that to the right thing, at least you learn skill to live and survive. Pilot is good job.
Yes. So, like I said, with some jobs, that's why you want to make sure you're investing in the right things and not wasting your time.
Yeah. So that's the great things. Yeah. Then wasting the time, yeah. In this nowadays, let's we can see there are so many students. They want to be look cool. They want to be like a Korean artist. Especially in Indonesia, when they see the Korean artist, they want to be like them. They said, "I want to go to Korea. I want to see the people." My favorite one is BTS. I know that one because they are educated artists from Korea. If you watch them, you don't have to be like them. But the point is, we get the little things. If you don't like to learn at school, I think you can declare yourself to go to the artist school. Is it right?
Yes, there are other schools, but and you got to also think of like availability with a job like that, or like because people want to record and become famous or something. There's a kind of a draw the line too, where reality, where you have to kind of face reality too. Is not everyone's gonna. I
Yeah,
mean, anyone nowadays can go online and record something and
yeah, you're right.
post whatever, but you
Yes,
don't
you're right.
need a billion. You don't need to invest 100,000 in schooling and then have a recording degree when you could just learn from other people and then start your own.
That happened right now in Indonesia. After the long learning, long studying in university, 4 years, 5 years, 8 years, even until 12 years after high school, they're just still looking for a job. What the hell is this? Why you are looking for the job? Why you don't make a job for the people? Sometimes I question like that. Your education
Well,
very high.
it's because, like I said, it's about investment and about how you're going to get to the job. Schools can only do so much, and then they may teach some skills, but they don't teach all. You have to kind of watch shadow other people too as part of finding a job, or maybe people change their minds. They don't want to major in this anymore. They want to do something else, so they put in more money into schooling. So there's a couple reasons why that happens. It's also people invest. Like I keep saying, it's the investment, and that's why you want to make sure the school you're going to and what you decide to pursue and all of that is going to help and get you somewhere. You kind of have to have like that a plan or a goal in mind of and how many years is it going to take. And, oh, and if this doesn't work, then what are we going to do? Are we going to invest more, or are we going to just find another school, or maybe just start at a low entry paying job and work our way up? What are we going to do? It's a very complex system.
Yeah. I think teachers should see the capability or the talent of the students. It's very important, I think,
Yes.
to get them to their talents. For example, when I see my student, he or she likes singing, and I will say to his or her mother, why don't you try to send your son or your daughter to the music school? And then the parents will ask, why you say like that? Yes, I see your daughter has a potential. And finally, her mom or his mom to be serious to listen my word. And then he sent or she sent her and her daughter and son to the music school. Finally I saw the finally the daughters on the TV, real with my own eyes. It's too serious.
That's
That's
that's that's an accomplishment. Wow. That's great.
that's talents. That's including the talents. But sometimes the
Yes.
school
Including your
unable to
talents
see
and
the
your
talent.
passions.
Yeah, fashion
But
and talents.
yeah, but nowadays it's the sad reality is a lot of people are looking more for the looks than for talent. Even if when it comes to these famous artists or whatever, you don't you want someone to look. You don't you want so they glamour people up and for on TV. That's just how I see it. Even though that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Not saying that people don't have talent because there are a lot of people with great different talents and all that. That's great. Pursue it.
Yes.
But you also have to keep that reality mindset or that compass in check.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I see the mostly American school always see the talents and develop it at school. Mostly. Because mostly the great singer come from US, especially from LA. Yeah, most of the singers were grown there, and that to be the famous number one singer. Many singers from US,
Well, I
to
don't
be
think it's the schools, to be honest.
yeah, all of that because talent. I agree with you, talent and a
Yeah,
good
it's the
good
people.
environment. Hey, have you ever heard the name of Kurt Cobain?
Um, not
Nirvana,
sure.
Kurt Cobain, Nirvana.
Not sure. Sorry.
Okay, maybe he is not in your age, but he was a singer, great singer when I was 10 years old. Okay, I am 40 years old now. When I was 10 years old and I saw Nirvana, he was a great singer from US. And you know that because of his great, and he finally end up his life by suicide, shooting his mouth
If he
on yes on
was he
his
a rapper of some kind? Because I don't really listen to rap.
oh he is a rock musicians grunge.
Okay. Well, I do listen
His
to a lot of different styles of music, so and like I said, there's so many different genres and different people
John
out there.
Lennon too. Yeah, we like it too. We like John Lennon. We like John Lennon songs too.
Yeah, he's all right.
But some of them end up with the different life. Yeah,
Well,
any suicide, shoot by fans, shooting by fans.
or drug overdose or drug addictions,
Yes,
alcohol.
Kurt Cobain addicted on morphine, heroin. Okay, the last time that's really crazy. But it's very impossible. Someone who addict in heroin or like drugs, he can buy the drugs. Why did he end up his life? That's a very stupid question.
Because people with, I mean, you'd think, and people. That's why I say be careful when striving for fame because you may think you want it, but it's a very risky business because I can't judge someone's mental status. They everyone goes through their own thing. But maybe he had other health problems. You may think you know someone because they're famous, but you really don't know them. You don't know what's going on
Mhm.
in their inside, and we don't know their mind. You don't know if they, you know, are struggling with depression, anxiety, whatever it may be. There's a lot of just that kind of reality. They're pushing themselves. Musicians like that, are they. I mean, they can go low and want to end it all, and sometimes we can't we. It's not our. It's honestly that's just the sad reality of it all. Fame can be a risky business. That's why I say that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, I think. Sometimes you don't know the personality of the someone. Like we can say him a singer, but suddenly he end up his own life. Yeah, like Kurt Cobain, die die young, include the die young, yeah, in
Yeah,
early age.
it's sad. But that but it's just the reality of it is that we don't know someone. I mean, we may know them for their music, but we don't know who they are as a person.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, that's right. In personality, yeah, in person, yeah, we don't know who they are. Yeah, actually, maybe only his close friend, I think. I'm really interested with your speaking English. Very, very nice, very fluent.
So is yours.
Because because your native speaker is English.
But no, not. But your speaking is very, very clear. I understand you. You're very fluent as well, in my opinion.
Recently, I tried to teach Indonesian to Londoner. That's really funny. I don't know why this guy to learn Indonesian. I joined to do Upwork.com and I try to look for a job there as a
Hmm.
freelance. And then I got someone said like this: I'm looking for Indonesian teacher who can teach English and teach Indonesian. If you are Indonesian can teach Indonesia to Englishman, I will be hire you. And then I tried to apply that job. And then he called me back. And then we talked one and each other. And then I said, why you want to learn Indonesian language? And said to me, it's not your business why I learn your language. Just follow me.
Hmm. Well,
But I know assumption. I think that maybe he has company in Indonesia. Number one. Number two,
is there a
eh,
company website listed?
I'm in a company. I'm in a business. I mean,
I
he has
know, but
business in Indonesia.
when you saw the ad, did was there anything mentioning a company website or a business or anything like that?
Oh, the website. It's a business website. Job.
Okay, so but it normally would mention like his company or some things about him or way of.
I mean, he just want to learn Indonesian.
Okay, so he won't. Okay, so
And then I go on. Tell me.
no, I mean I don't know this person, so maybe he does. Maybe like you just said, it's a company thing. Maybe there's something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he has girlfriend in here.
Hmm.
And then she wants to know maybe the Indonesian tax, whatever happened. And then he said to me he plans to go to Bali to stay. That's
Okay.
why he tries to learn Indonesia.
Well, he wants to familiar.
Yeah.
He wants to get to know the language.
This is number one. And then number two, any more, any, still any, I have no, I have one more. But this one more is also from London. But I don't know whether he is serious to learn or not. Yeah. Later I will have two students from London who wants to learn Indonesian.
Okay.
It's very easy actually, Emma. If you learn Indonesia, like for example, when you let's we can start from you wake up in the morning. In Indonesian we can say wake up or get up. Bangun pagi. Can you say bangun pagi?
Bangun pagi.
Bangun pagi.
Bangun
Pagi.
pagi.
Yes, that's right. Good pronunciation. Berdoa dan mandi. Can you say that? Pray and go shower. Berdoa dan
Berdoa.
mandi. Yeah, berdoa. That's
Ma-
right. Serious. Now you remember 3 words, right? Bangun pagi, berdoa, dan mandi. Can you mention it? Can you say that once again?
Say
The 3 words. Bangun pagi, berdoa,
bangun pagi, berdoa,
dan mandi.
dan mandi.
Yes, that's right. It's mean wake up in the morning, pray, and go shower. Like that. I can teach you Indonesia, to be serious. Berpakaian. Can you say that?
Boleh pakaian.
Iya, berpakaian. Get dressed. It's mean get
Okay.
dressed. Sisir rambut. Comb the hair. And then this man will remember what he will do in the morning. When he get up or wake up from the bed, he will say, bangun pagi. And then he will say, berdoa, pray. And then he will say, go shower, mandi. And then he will say, get dressed, put on the clothes, pakaian. And then sisir rambut, comb the hair. And then, yes, comb the hair, sisir rambut.
Sisi rambut.
Yeah, rambut. Because you are foreigners, it's very hard to say rambut. Sisir rambut.
Sisi
Uh,
rambut.
yes. Sarapan pagi. Eat breakfast. Is it right?
Oh,
After you comb your hair, you go eat breakfast. Sarapan
okay.
pagi.
Sarapan pagi.
Sarapan pagi.
Sarapan pagi.
Yes, that's right. Oh, I know you American tongue. Sarapan pagi ya. And then you will say, pergi sekolah.
Pergi sekolah.
Go to school, it means. Meet the teacher. Bertemu guru. I think Indonesian like
Hello?
English. Yes, I am here.
No, just cut out. A little bit, I'd say.
Okay. I say that I think that learning Indonesian is same like someone else to learn English because we have to do it first from the daily routine.
Yes. A lot of you have to listen carefully. You have to practice. That's always something I tell is the listening
Yeah, it is
and
because
listening with
yeah,
purpose.
yeah, that's right. Listening, yeah, listening. Because when we try to say many things in Indonesian and we say many things in English, they will have the same meaning. But sometimes it's very hard to pronounce in Indonesian. Sometimes it's very hard to pronounce in English. That's why the speaker must used to it.
Yes.
So if you see the style of my language, it look like American or British style.
Um, I don't. I think it's American. It doesn't sound like.
Yes, because I spent a little time, about 20 years, yeah, speaking with American people and then with
Okay.
British to BBC, yeah. And now on Upwork, I try to speak English to the customer who wants to translate from English to Indonesian.
Okay.
You can try that website, Emma, upwork.com. there will be many Indonesian people try to look for a native speaker who can write or maybe who can help them to the right English. The name is Upwork.com. If you can access it, you can open
What's? Can you spell the website? I can look at it right
Upwork.
now.
I can try to send you the
Sure, that works.
Upwork.com.
Let me open it on my computer.
Yeah, you see there. Yes, Upwork.com.
Let me open it.
You just need later to sign up there if you can do or access, and then try to find out the language access, and then you will find.
Upwork.com. I see. Okay, I see that.
For example, I buy Connect. Hey, there you have to buy Connect. But don't worry if you buy Connects, you will get your money back. For example, I buy Connects $9 and I have to get 50 to 100 or even 200 more. As long as your skill and your negotiation will be very
Okay.
important.
So here is the website.
Yes.
Work, internet, network, independent professionals. Okay, so hmm,
What
interesting.
is that?
That is my screen reader that I use to read what's on my computer. It
I think
reads what's on the screen.
you have different computer
No, it's the same computer, but it's something I downloaded um called it's an application and it's called NVDA or non-visual desktop access. And I use that and it reads what's on the screen and
Mm,
that's how I read my everything. That's how I read messages and emails and do calls and write.
okay. So Emma, when you live alone at home, how how the way you eat? How the way you cook? Do you cook?
I do cook, yes, I do.
Wow.
I I can use the oven. I
Okay.
I went to a center and they taught me some skills how to clean and cook and do laundry and other living how to use public transportation